Welcome to Before the Storm, a pregame special, sponsored by BECU.
And 11,968 in unison. Both cheer and give a little sigh of relief. This losing streak is over.
Could it be the beginning of a comeback after ending an 11-game losing streak? The Storm now has their sights set on Eastern Conference leader, the Atlanta Dream. Welcome to a special edition of Before the Storm. We're joining you live from Climate Pledge Arena. How cool is this? I'm KOMO Sports Director Nico Tamurian.
I'm Molly Shen. So excited to be here, Nico. Fans are just starting to file in, but we are expecting it to be absolutely a packed house here tonight in the home of the four-time WNBA champion Seattle Storm. And we'll be joined by several guests this evening as we look at how the Storm are celebrating and supporting our LGBTQ community on this Pride Night.
Yeah, really fun stuff. You don't want to miss it. Before we get to those live guests with great things, let's talk about the matchup, because the Atlanta Dream will not make this easy tonight. We know they are such a tough team. Of course, they are the first team in the Eastern Conference, and of course, the Storm maybe, as we know, struggled, but I think they're turning the corner as we saw this week. They'll have to topple this Atlanta team that has one of the best records in basketball. However, the Dream, they've lost 2 in a row, so maybe we're talking about a little bit of a streak here. So here's how they stack up. The Dream, perhaps a better shooting team. They do have more offensive numbers, averaging 8 points more than the Storm. Evenly matched, certainly beyond the arc. They have the slight edge on the Storm there, but certainly this is where the Storm hangs their hat. They have a great defensive team, and Molly, I think that could be a key to this matchup tonight.
And this will be the 51st meeting of the Storm and the Dream. The Storm have won a little over half of those games, and more than 70% of the times they've played here in Seattle. The two met 4 times last season. They each came away with 2 wins apiece. So let's take a look at some of the scoring leaders on the Storm right now. It is Dom Malonga leading the pack with 17.5 points per game. Natisha Heidemann is in second with 15 points. And then we have Flage Johnson and Awafam rounding out the top 4. And of course, showing us again how great the Storm made out in this year's draft.
Yeah, Dom and Awa both 20 years old.
Incredible.
And by the way, Dom had 37 on Monday, 20 on Thursday, and Flage had a career high 28 on Thursday. Let's talk about the Dream. They have a great team, as we know. Alicia Gray, Ryan Howard, certainly the powerhouses, averaging 18 and 19 respectively. But of course, when you talk to fans about the Dream, they're talking about Angel Reese, and we know she has a lot of star power there as well. But don't forget the former Storm player, Jordan Canada, averaging double figures as well. So this is going to be a lot of fun. I suspect when things tip off in just a few minutes, it's going to be a packed house here in Climate Pledge Arena. And that atmosphere absolutely carried this Storm team to the win that they needed on Thursday night.
So fans have to bring it again tonight. Yeah. And even though they're not here inside Climate Pledge yet, I know that they are having a great time already. They are outside the arena right now, and that's where we find our Kelly Koopmans as well. Kelly, it's a party outside the arena.
Guys, it is a party. There is such a great atmosphere. We're talking Pride. We're talking Storm. There's a World Cup mix in here, too. That is so much fun. And look who I got behind me. You guys excited? I love to hear it. I have my friend Katie here joining with me. Can you talk about the atmosphere this evening?
Oh, the vibes here are great. They're so gay. It's a great Pride event. Woo! Yeah! Go Storm!
All right, so that's what's happening here. Great performance, by the way, guys. Appreciate it. I want you to come with me. I'm going to kind of show you what we have going on here as we part the seas here. We have all kinds of Pride merchandise here today. We've had people who are face painting. The gates opened up just about a half hour or so ago, so people are leaving FanFest right now and headed inside, headed toward where you guys are at. So FanFest is everything you see it happen over here. There's a lot of people. It's been really exciting. I'm excited for them to get indoors to all of you. Now, you can do a couple of things. We have different organizations here that are all open. They're focused on LGBTQ. We've had a great atmosphere, lots of kids, lots of people. And I'm going to try something, guys. I don't know. Wish me some luck. The things here are so good that I'm feeling positive. I'm feeling kind of lucky. I'm going to try to take a couple shots here. I just recommend if you get an opportunity to come and soak up this type of atmosphere, this is what you want. And guess what, guys? The energy's good because they're heading indoors to you. I'm going to take a couple quick shots. I'm going to leave this here, and let's just see what happens, okay?
Kelly going to swish to win.
I would bet on this going in.
Yeah.
I've seen her play.
Oh, come on.
One more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got it. We know you can do it.
Just move left. Just move left a little bit. Yeah, one more. Move left. There it is.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there we go.
Okay.
When in doubt, lay it up and in. Well
There
done.
you go. Yes, Kelly. We knew she could do it. It's
Absolutely.
a lot of pressure when you're on live TV.
Oh, totally, yeah.
All right, Kelly, thank you so much. Of course, this weekend is all about Pride Weekend and celebrations.
Yes, so special. We have Hanifa Bayous. First of all, thanks for joining us at the Storm Community Social Impact Force for Change, and we know Force for Change especially does so much here. And I want to start with, I mean, we see so much of this celebration, and we know the Storm prioritizes this every year. It's a great celebration. Why does the Storm make this so important and make it such a big event for everybody every year?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me. And Pride Night is so special. The same way that Seattle is a basketball city, community is really woven into everything that we do at the Storm, and it shows up. And that's really important to us. So Pride Night provides us an opportunity to celebrate the community, uplift them, celebrate where we are today, honor the past of the LGBTQ plus community, and also look to the future and what's ahead. And it's one of those nights that's really special to our fans. They look forward to it every year.
Well, tell me a little bit more about what you're hearing from fans, because we just saw Kelly outside with a lot of people, and you had a lot of events set up with that Fan Fest. What's the response that you're hearing back?
I know, isn't Fan Fest fun? I was out there earlier, and we really wanted a Fan Fest outside to just set the mood from the time that fans walk up outside the arena to really just kick off the celebration. And from the DJ to the face painting, fans have been absolutely loving it. It's been busy out there since we kicked off.
Hanifa, you said something a minute ago that really did stand out to me, uplifting fans in this community. And just by doing this, you are uplifting so many people. You're making so many people feel welcome. What does that mean to you?
It means the world. Truly, like, as a member of the community myself, it's so important to me and to the organization that we show the community that they are welcome, that we love them here, that we celebrate with them, and gives us a chance to honor leaders in the LGBTQ plus community who are doing incredible work, and organizations, and I know you're going to hear from a couple of them later this evening, but just a really special night and important to us.
Well, it's going to be a really fun night as well. You've put a lot of work in to make sure that that's the case. We really appreciate you taking some time out to talk to us, Hanifa. Thank you.
Happy to do it. Thank you.
Absolutely. What a special night we do have for you coming up tonight. And we have so much more to come here on Before the Storm. It wouldn't be Pride Night without, as you see right there, some really awesome swag.
Up next, we're going to take a closer look at the new Seattle Storm Pride Collection, and we'll be meeting the local artist who made this all possible. Stay with us. You're watching Before the Storm.
Welcome to Before the Storm, a pregame special, sponsored by BECU.
Well, June is all about celebrating our LGBTQ plus community, and what a special way the Storm is doing that tonight, Molly.
Absolutely. We are joined right now by Manyi Chow, who is a local artist who designed this year's Seattle Storm Pride Collection.
Awesome.
Manyi, thank you so much for being here. I just want to get right to the shirt. Show us what you brought.
Sure, here's the back, and here's the front as well.
That's so cool.
Tell us about it. It's an incredible design. It's got so much fun and festivity in it. What inspired you?
Yeah, my inspiration for this design really came from the fact that the queer community is one of love and joy, and we're in a time where our rights are being taken away, and so I really wanted to remind us of our connection to one another, and I think that joy and solidarity is the way that we survive these really turbulent times.
You know, you mentioned that this is something so personal for you in that way, and just by doing this shirt, doing something you love, you're giving other people an outlet there as well, right? You're going to see people wearing this shirt, and we saw the players wearing it. What does it mean to you that this design, doing this art you love, is helping people that are also going through and trying to get those rights as well?
It means so much to me. I think, like, as just a singular person in such a large and beautiful community, it just it brings me so much joy to just see people being playful and joyous in these shirts. Like, what a complete honor.
And Tell me a little bit more about that, because what is it like for you to partner with an organization like the Seattle Storm?
So I was born and raised in Seattle, and so like what an absolute honor it is to be here with my hometown's team. And I love Seattle, I love Pride, and everybody watches women's sports, you know?
They absolutely do. And I mentioned this a moment ago. We were watching warm-ups a few minutes ago. I saw Katie Lou, I saw Mac wearing your design. First of all, what that meant to you, but also how great is that they are putting that out there and they are really putting this cause on full display.
You know, it means so much to me as an artist who just like works in a bedroom to myself and get to be in the world and see other people wearing it and already having altered it in the ways that they like to like personify and characterize their clothing. It's just such a joy. So yeah.
Well, first of all, Mun, can we see that shirt one more time? Because
I was just about to say the same thing. Show it off some more. This is beautiful. And people have the opportunity to pick up this shirt and alter it and wear it this weekend. Happy Pride weekend.
Happy Pride. Thank you so much.
I hope I see it a lot in the parade and everything. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I think it'll be everywhere in town this weekend. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
And the Storm, as we know, does a lot of great things in the community. They are honoring their advocates. We're going to talk to you about one of those shining stars right after the break.
Stay with us. You are watching Before the Storm.
Welcome to Before the Storm, a pregame special, sponsored by BECU.
And welcome back live here to Climate Pledge Arena and our special Before the Storm. We have another special guest with us right now. For just the second year, the Seattle Storm is recognizing and honoring a local advocate for helping to uplift the LGBTQ community.
Yeah, this is so special, the Prism Award. And joining us now tonight is G. Lopez from the International Rescue Committee Children's Legal Services Program. And as I mentioned, the 2026 Prism Award winner. And for folks at home maybe unfamiliar, take us through what your group does.
Yeah, so I work for the International Rescue Committee. We have about 90 offices all over the world, but we've been here in Washington since 1976. We help refugees, newcomers establish themselves through economic empowerment, education, community resources, and immigration assistance. I specifically work with unaccompanied children. So these are, kids who have left everything that they know to try to come to a place that is safe and welcoming, and I help them with their legal cases and help connect them to community resources.
What incredibly important work you're doing. What does it mean to you to be the only second ever recipient of this Prism Award?
Honestly, I was shocked, especially to know that I was chosen by the players. I had no idea. I get chills thinking about it. It means so much, especially here in Seattle, because I know of lots of great advocates and community members who are doing great work, and so to be able to be a part of that is just amazing.
That really is. And that fact about the players picking, I'm like, wow, that's so cool. I wanted to ask you about the Storm's donation to your cause and your group, as amazing that is. Where does that go? Like, how can you help this cause and help put that in the community?
Yeah, so we have a number of different programs, and so this money is going to go to the International Rescue Committee's Washington office. We have programs such as the New Roots program, which helps establish helps bring access of land and farm and resources so people can grow their own type of community or cultural type of vegetables, connect them to farmers markets, but they also learn the business side of farming. We also help unaccompanied children. Me specifically, I help unaccompanied children in their immigration cases, and often these are kids who are,
Gee, I'm going to have you pause just a moment, and we're going to listen to the national anthem.
Bright stars through the perilous this fight. For the ramparts we won were so gallantly streaked
Beautifully done.
Sir, one more time for good grief. You can check out their first single base jump.
Gee, thank you for pausing there for us for a moment. I'm so sorry to have interrupted you. Obviously, we want to be part of celebrating everything that's happening here tonight on Pride Night. Before we let you go, just tell me why it's important for your organization to show up for the LGBTQ plus community.
Yeah, it's so important because I work with youth who have fled because of gender-based violence or because they're part of the LGBTQ community. So to be part of an organization that is welcoming in a city that's welcoming, it just makes such an impact for them to know that they belong here.
Storm's going to make it 2 in a row tonight, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, can't wait.
Oh, my goodness. Gee, well, first of all, thanks for all you do for the community. Congratulations on the award. Incredibly well-deserved. We are so proud that you could join us here tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time. Yeah. We really do appreciate it. And, of course, tip-off now is just a few minutes away.
That's right. Well, she already made the prediction, so I don't have to, but I will give you my insights on how I think this one's going to shake out. Before the Storm, we'll be back right after this.
Welcome to Before the Storm, a pregame special, sponsored by BECU.
Tip-off just about 7 minutes away. Before we get to that home stretch, let's take a look at the current standings in the W. The Lynx remain on top of the West, and the W itself, the best record in the league, defending champion. Aces are in second. The Valkyries, they're up and coming in third. The Storm, meanwhile, as we know, that losing streak did do a number, but they looked awfully good the other night. Now in the Eastern Conference, yeah, it's the Dream on first place. The Liberty moves down a little bit after the Storm beat them, and of course the Fever and expansion Toronto Tempo round out the top 4.
All right, let's get a look at the Storm's upcoming schedule now. After tonight, the Storm do have a few days off before they head to Phoenix to take on the Mercury. That's coming up on Thursday. Next Saturday, on the 4th of July, the Storm will play the Portland Fire. That game in Seattle, those two teams facing off here in Seattle for the first time in over 2 decades. Then the Storm will head down to play in LA next Monday. But Nico, let's focus more in on tonight, because we know it has been a tough season so far for the Storm. We did get those glimpses of hope, though, against the Liberty. So tell me a little bit more about what we have to see happen tonight.
I think you have to see almost a carbon copy of that game. And I don't mean Flauget career high. I mean that this team is sharing the basketball, that they are relentless on defense, forcing turnovers. Something interesting this week that's happened as they almost beat the Wings on Monday and then did, in fact, beat the Liberty on Thursday. Sonia Rahman went with a shorter bench. You might remember earlier in the season, just about everybody was playing. Now we're maybe 7, 8 deep at most, or if some of those players get to 8 or 9 deep, they're playing just a few minutes to spell the starters. And what I mean by that is the starting 5 were all in double figures. The headline goes to Flauget getting a career-high 28 points. Let's not forget that Jade Melbourne also had a career-high with 18 points. Dom Malonga had 20 and 10. And going back to Monday, Dom and Awa combining for 55 points. They're only 20 years old each. So I think what's going to happen here is that's going to continue to grow. And I think we found something of a formula. Does that guarantee a win tonight? Of course not. Anything can happen. But I think we've seen this Storm team turn the corner. Look at Flauget's smile. How could you not love this team and love the way Flauget plays? That's what's special about this team. They're sharing the basketball. They're taking care of the basketball. And Flauget said something really interesting the other day. She said, as McGregor said, let's play to win, not play to not lose. And they took that mentality. They went and got it against Liberty the other night.
You know, I want to go back to, obviously they just had that win. That was great. But the game before, where they were so close, they were in it.
Right.
What can we take away from that, of just remembering that even a loss doesn't mean that they weren't in that game?
For sure. It's the blueprint. And again, the quote I just gave you from Ezzy, there have been several games during that losing streak where the Storm probably could have won and maybe even should have won those games. They just lost the lead weight. The game in Portland certainly comes to mind, where the Fire went on a 10-0 run at the end of that thing. So I think they found a way to close out these games. Closing out doesn't mean you're going to win every time, especially when Paige Beckers and Ezzy Fudd is at the other end, right? And that's what happened against Dallas Monday. So I think we have the blueprint, Molly, and I'm expecting big things ahead. This Storm team is going to to be in it till the end.
When you have a big player like Angel Reese in town, how much does that motivate the team?
Yeah, I think that's something. I mean, if you talk to the Storm players, they're we're focused on us, we're doing our thing, but they're scouting, and they know what Angel brings to the table. They know what that team brings to the table. I think it's most important for fans as we look at some of the players coming out here. I think it's cool for fans because we know Angel's one of the big stars in the game. Her and Caitlin Clark coming into the league at the same time has really been special for the W and helped this exponential growth. So I think it's the biggest thing is for the fans, but the Storm is certainly well aware of what Angel can do, especially in the paint.
And it does help kind of get everybody in the building, right, and excited to be here, especially on a night like Pride Night.
Yeah.
It just feels like, it already feels like a celebration here in the arena, and we just have to carry that energy into the game.
Perfectly said, Molly. I was just going to say, it feels like a party in here. There's an energy in Seattle right now. Pride weekend, the World Cup, of course, and it's carrying over here. And Flage told me the other day, this crowd is like their sixth player on the floor. It really lifts them up. And I'm going to tell you something. They lost some of those games at the end, but the crowd was in it the other night against the Liberty. They propelled this team and made sure the Storm made the plays they need to down the home stretch. It sounds cliche, but I promise you, I absolutely promise you, this Storm crowd makes all the difference in the world, and hopefully they do once again tonight.
We are hearing the cheers. They're getting started to play. Very exciting here inside Climate Pledge Arena, and we're just moments away from the game and hopefully the next win.
Absolutely. I'm going to call it. The Storm's going to win 96-88, 2 in a row, and I'm going to bring you the best plays tonight on KOMO News at 11 o'clock.
All right, so in just moments away here, you'll see the Storm play the Dream right here live on KOMO TV and CW Arc Seattle.
Absolutely. We can't wait for the outcome on that. For Molly Shed, I'm Nico Tamarine, and dare I say, go Storm?
Go Storm.
Forward number 5, Angel Reese.